Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Time to shine the light on women's lacrosse. Big week for the Navy women's lacrosse team. Out-of-conference matchup with Georgetown, and then, of course, the marquee on Saturday with Army coming to town with Natalie Irwin. You guys have had this, by the end of this season, this could be the most battle-tested Navy team ever with the types of teams that you all have played.
Definitely.
Big week here. You know Army's on the horizon at the end of the week. How do you all make sure, though, you take care of business here with Georgetown first and then turn your attention to your arch rival?
Right, so today we start with a Get Better video from Loyola, just trying to tweak out and talk about the things that we need to work on. And then Georgetown is definitely our next prey. We are ready to go in there and take care of business and use the things that we learned on Saturday for Wednesday.
Speaking of Saturday, just one of those games where one of the few times no consistency. You guys just couldn't establish that. Obviously, Loyola's a tremendous team, but
right.
The fact that you just couldn't get anything consistently going in that game?
Yeah, it was a lot of working parts that we weren't working as a unit, and it broke down. We had a game plan, and we couldn't get it working during the game, and we had moments of greatness, but it wasn't consistent, like you said, throughout the entire game. But we're excited to see them again in the Patriot League.
And we know how that has gone in the past, and hopefully it does that again. The fact that you all get to compete now against Army for a star, like the rest of the teams here on campus, what does that mean to you all as a program to obviously now have that opportunity the same as everybody else?
It's definitely like very honorable games to be a part of. The boys have been having it go on for 100 years, and definitely it's a new it's a very new program for us between the two rivals, but it's an establishment that will last forever. So we're really excited. We see that Army's grown into a very developed, very strong team very quickly. So with that competitiveness, we are excited just to keep on the spirit of the game and just see all the fans, all the family and friends that come around the country just to be there for us.
No doubt. Saturday, 71 and sunny, by the way, for those of you that are planning to come out with the women's game starting at 1 o'clock. And, for this rivalry, and, obviously for people who have been around here forever, I mean, they know what it means. But, the fact that you all as a program got pretty good quickly, does that help you kind of plan for what they've done and the fact that they are incrementally getting better here almost just as quick as you all did?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that's what sparks the competitiveness between the two programs, just Army and Navy in general. We want to compete. We want to make each other better, and we've seen Army how they've done in the Patriot League outside conferences, and that just is bringing our motivation even greater between us and them.
You all had to replace some serious parts coming into this season, but the program has had to do that incrementally along the way. What has been the key for this team to get its identity and people who are now being asked to play even bigger roles? How has this group developed that identity on their own this year?
I think we've definitely filled those shoes. I think starting the draw of Reagan Roloff, she has definitely stepped up as a key player on our team. We've had seniors like Annie Richter fill Blake Smith's position from last year. Just girls coming in and just stepping up their game and being that next person that's on the field to help us grow. And we've seen it with our big win against Florida. And it's exciting because we see these younger girls just want to be part of the play on the field, and they've just stepped up and filled those shoes.
I've talked to Kelly Larkin about this a couple of weeks ago, talked about it with Gabby Capuzzi last week. What is it about this sport, certainly about this team? You look up Apple Valley, Minnesota, Issaquah, Washington, Charlotte, North Carolina. I mean, we're not exactly talking long-time women's lacrosse hotbeds. What is it about those particular athletes that have been able to come in here, and they look like they've been playing in the Mid-Atlantic, Long Island, where they've been playing women's lacrosse for a while now? But what is it about those players and how they've been able to blend in and be such huge contributors for this team?
I think it comes down to the grit and the tenacity from those girls. I think they come in, and Coach Tim Shaw's done a great job recruiting them, but they have it all. They have the strength, they have the endurance. They want to get out there, and they will work with our other coaches, Coach Capuzzi, Ali Messenger, and they will work on their skills if they need that, or if there's another aspect of the game, but they are like relentless. They will improve until they get to that point where they are a contributor on the field.
I was going to say, I mean, I talked about this with Gabby last week. I mean, Reagan almost makes it look easy at times with that little Statue of Liberty move. One hand grabs
Definitely.
the draw control. And as obviously you all don't know what to expect until you see that player most likely in the fall.
Right.
You know, did you all see that in the fall, that might be the type of player that will be contributing big come springtime?
Definitely. She improved very quickly, and she learned a lot in just a couple months. And to see that in a player, that I think that motivated the other players on the team to step up their game as well, because she adapted so quickly to our game. And working with Coach Capuzzi and with Annalise Hayward, they both push each other. I see them working every day before practice, just pushing each other to get to that next level to take on the next team.
All right, big week for you guys with Georgetown and Army. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Natalie Irwin joining us here on the Navy Sports Magazine.